Good day, peace and welcome. Peace and welcome. We're just going to give it a minute or two to see who joins us in the chat room today. And I'm going to get this shared on Facebook and other social media before we get started. For those of you who have been keeping up along with our videos, we are on part 5 of Seeking the Spirit. Okay, I still can't remember the name of the book. Let's go back to the beginning. Here it is. Seeking the Spirit of the Book of Change. 8 Days to Mastering a Shamanic Yijing Prediction System. So as soon as I get this posted, we will get started. Yesterday, I got a little bit carried away and did like 3 videos yesterday. I was debuting some sound healing bowls, and I did a YouTube live and then a Facebook live. And later that evening, I went ahead and did our inspirational reading for the week. So my voice is a little bit shaky, so please bear with me. Okay, we are almost there, and we're going to get started. If you have not been receiving notifications, please make sure to check that you are still subscribed to the channel and that the notification bell is clicked still for you. I've experienced this on other channels where people were dropped off or no longer receiving any sort of notification to the channel where they were subscribed to. So it happens. I'm not entirely sure why it happens, but it does happen. It does happen. Okay. We are almost there. Okay. So we're going to begin our session by taking a nice deep centering breath to enter into this sacred space. Welcome, I'm Tamuangina, Priestess Heart, and it is a joy, honor, and privilege to have you join me here today, whether you are joining live or in the video replay. Okay, just give me one moment. Just want to make sure that this is presenting properly. Okay, all right. So we're going to read, from Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, a book about the way and the power of the way, a new translation by Ursula Le Guin. I took about 2 weeks of French in college and decided that of all the Romance languages, French was not for me because letters that were there were not pronounced. phantom sounds would suddenly arrive. I think French is absolutely a beautiful language. But it did not work after my 5 years of taking Spanish in high school. Okay, so we are on chapter 21, The Empty Heart. And if you're in the chat room, please feel free to say howdy. It would be great to say good day to you. Okay, the empty heart. The greatest power is the gift of following the way alone. How the way does things is hard to grasp, elusive. Elusive, yes, hard to grasp, yet there are thoughts in it. Hard to grasp, yes, elusive, yet there are things in it. Hard to make out, yes, and obscure, yet there is spirit in it, veritable spirit. There is certainty in it. From long, long ago till now, it has kept its name. So it saw the beginning of everything. How do I know anything about the beginning? By this. And Ursula contains a footnote at the bottom, and I will share this. Mysticism rises from and returns to the irreducible, unsayable reality of this. The quote-unquote this is the way, the Tao. This is the way. So again, after doing the mini sessions yesterday and even feeling a slight head cold, I do have a bit of a sore throat, so I am sipping some sencha matcha tea with marshmallow and slippery elm root in it. Okay, and we are now on, let's see, I'm not sure what chapter it is, but we are on Bagua, number 1, Kian, heaven, which is day number 1. The spirit of tea is like the spirit of the Tao. It flows spontaneously, roaming here and there, impatient of restraint. And that quote is from John Blofield, The Chinese Art of Tea. The Way of Yi and Tea. And again, this book is by Master Zhang Jianhu. Since the publication of my first Qigong book in English, Vital Breath of the Tao, Chinese Shamanic Tiger Qigong, I have been enjoying my wandering Tao teaching style and experiencing different kinds of Qi, vital energy or breath in nature. Qigong is a practice for cultivating inner knowledge and a method for moving into Tian, Rei, He, Yi, the union of the human being and the universe. Just wanted to make sure that my cell phone was in silence. I apologize. It is the ancient way of physical, mental, and spiritual cultivation. From the Qigong perspective, the body is a Qi, vital energy, network. One will maintain wellness if the Qi is free-flowing in this network. This ancient art for health maintenance, healing, and inner cultivation originated several thousand years ago in China. The Chinese tea ceremony is one of the high-level spiritual forms of Qigong, and the Kung Fu tea ceremony is a special and graceful tea ceremony. It is said that a Kung Fu master invented it. Of course, I have shared my Kung Fu tea ceremony with many friends during my travels. Now, 6 months later, it is autumn in Bingshu, the Fire Dog Year, 2006, and I am visiting mysterious Salt Spring Island in British Columbia. It is beautiful here in the autumn season. Autumn belongs to the metal element, and it is the season of change according to Yijing philosophy. Harmony requires the healthy process of change in nature as well as in the human body. When I first saw the colorful maple leaves decorating the entire island in this serene environment, and my lungs took in the fresh and transparent chi air to rejuvenate my energy and spirit, I felt that I should write a book about the origin of the Book of Change, with its divine prediction of change, so that we will be able to live in a state of peace and harmony. And also, dog belongs to the earth element and represents the doorway of the universe according to Chinese astrology. Earth gives birth to metal, and metal element is my achievement element in terms of my Chinese astrology chart. Therefore, it is an auspicious time for me to have a cup of tea with you again to continue our spiritual path into the Tao. So if you have your cup of tea, as I have mine, this lovely mug created by Stone's Throw Pottery in Reading, Pennsylvania. Go ahead and grab your tea and join us as we enter the celestial tea house. Please send your spiritual body to my celestial tea house, says Master Zhangjian Wu. Do you want to know how to do it? It is easy. Please relax your eyelids and close your eyes gently. Bring your spiritual light, your eyesight, back to your body. Feel that you can see yourself with your inner eyes now. Now, come into my tea house. I want to invite you to spend 8 days with me in this tea house so that we will have many opportunities to follow the classical Chinese learning style, Pinming Lun Dao, which means savor tea and discuss the Tao. Pinming Lun Dao. Let me show you around. As you can see, the tea house is located on the upper slope of a mountain. The tea house is 8-sided and octagon with a hemisphere roof, open to the sky. Before you enter the gate at the west side of the tea house, please turn around and look down the hill. You may have already noticed the small lake that lies at the foot of the hill and can be seen from the front of the tea house. The lake is quiet and its surface is like a mirror. We can see the reflection of the blue sky and the peaks upside down in the lake. Now, take a good look around. I am there. Are you? Beautiful. From the northwest side of the tea house, we can see far away. The blue sky is clear and transparent. Occasionally, we can see some birds, such as eagles, flying above the trees, far away in the distance, almost at the horizon. We can see a mountain ridge under the white clouds. Let us turn to the north side and look up toward the top of the hill. We can see a high mountain peak touching the sky. The peak is covered with white snow. The snow is so bright that it makes us squint. To the northeast, we continue along the big mountain ridge covered with trees and notice the mist has risen, forming heavy clouds that obscure the top of the mountain. Near the east side of the tea house are cedar trees. You may notice some big burnt trunks, the result of a past thunder and lightning storms. Shifting to the southeast side, just a few feet from the tea house, we see a bamboo garden. The breeze is kissing the bamboo and making the pleasurable sound of rustling leaves. It is as if we are listening to the waves on a sunny, tropical beach. On the south side of the tea house, sunlight makes the flowers so bright and colorful. Sparrows, hummingbirds, and other birds are visiting the flowers and trying to catch some worms for their meal. Then, from the southwest side, we can see the land stretching far away. The farmland extends from the foot of the mountain. Cows and buffalo are relaxing on the land. Now we come back to the west side of the tea house and enter inside. This tea house is very special to me. I hope you will enjoy the visit. It is related to our topic about the Yijing and its Gua. Yijing is also written as Yijing in English. Gua has been translated as trigram or hexagram in English, but it has many deep layers of meaning within. Come over and let us have a cup of tea before we begin our discussion. The tea table is on the south side of the tea house, next to the window. From here, you can see beautiful garden and the land. We will have our Gung Fu tea ceremony now. Tea ceremony. I put some hot water in the teapot and in the teacups to warm them up. Then I pour the water out into the tea tray. This is a special Gung Fu tea tray, which has a holding compartment underneath to hold all the wastewater. This time, we will taste my formula for Gung Fu tea. Double Dragon plays with the pearl. First, I put some green dragon tea leaves in the bottom of the pot and add a dragon pearl tea ball on top of the green dragon. Next, I cover them with black dragon tea. Then I pour boiling water into the teapot. There are 2 small cups facing you on the tea table. One is a cylinder, and the other one is a bowl. I am filling up your cylinder cup with hot tea. Please cover it with the bowl cup for a minute. Be careful, it is hot. Now, you can hold the cylinder cup with your middle finger and index finger, and the bowl cup with your thumb. Hold it stable and turn it over to place it on the tray. Very good. You did not leak any tea from the cups into the tray. Are you ready for the tea? So here's the teapot and teacups and your cylinder and your bowl cup, and flipping it over. And as you can see from his thumb and index finger, just how tiny that is. I was in a Chinese grocery store a few months back, and I saw these little tiny teacups and pottery, and now I know what they were for. I thought they were for children's tea parties. You are ready? Are you ready for the tea? Please take a deep breath, then breathe out and imagine releasing all the old air, qi, from your body. Empty the body and hold. Hold your breath. Hold the empty state. Next, hold the cylinder and raise it gently, allowing the tea to flow into the bowl cup. Put the mouth of the empty cylinder cup right under your nose. Now, take a deep breath from the cup to absorb the aroma down into your lower belly. Did you enjoy it? Yes, it is an enjoyable and relaxing experience. Wait a minute. Please do not drink from the first cup of tea. It is for purification, and purification is one of the most important rituals in high-level Qigong and other Chinese spiritual cultivation traditions. The tea ceremony is one of the models for Qigong practice. We offer this first cup of tea as a sacrifice to nature. It also represents spiritual purification. I pour boiling water into the teapot again and cover it with the lid. Now, let us pour the first cup of tea on the top of the teapot and observe what happens. What do you notice? Yes, you can see the steam or mist rising from the surface of the teapot. Do you smell the expanding fragrance of the tea? Yes, you are feeling refreshed by breathing in the steam and fragrance. In Chinese, both steam and fragrance are qi. We call steam, vapor, or mist shui qi, or water qi, and fragrance qi, jian qi, perfume qi. The steam from the tea reminds us that qi originated in ancient Chinese shamanism. Offering sacrifice was an important way for ancient shamans to connect with high-level spirits or with their ancestors. The mist or vapor rising from a sacrificial offering was understood to be a pattern of mystery, connection, and communication between heaven and human beings. In the afterword of Vital Breath of the Tao, I talked about the relationship between tea and enlightenment. I said that I was going to talk about enlightenment, but in the beginning of today's discussion, I brought up the topic of Yijing first. What is the connection between Yijing and spiritual cultivation? Yijing connects with spiritual cultivation. You will understand Yijing and its divination or prediction techniques at a deep level through your spiritual cultivation. On the other hand, you will improve your spiritual cultivation through your Yijing study. You might wonder why I have spent so much energy talking about the tea. Often, these kinds of connections among different topics in the teachings of Chinese masters are not clear to Westerners. Sometimes, students ask me why I don't explain everything directly. In the way of Chinese wisdom, tradition, teaching, a master will not tell you everything directly. The master will help you find a way to discover your true understanding and enlightenment on your own, because you need to experience it yourself. And you have to be patient. It is like drinking the hot tea. We have to slow down and experience it. You will find that everything is connecting through savoring the tea slowly. Now we can prepare to drink the next pot of tea. That was beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. And we will continue this reading in our next installment of Seeking the Spirit of the Book of Change with the subchapter, The Secret of the Universe. So thank you for joining me today for this live reading. Let's take a moment to take a nice deep centering breath and remember our ancestors and those who have come before us. I wish you peace and great bliss. Please take a moment to thumbs up this video, to share this video, and also check to make sure your notification bell is sent. YouTube seems to have trouble sometimes sending out notifications, and sometimes people are bumped from their favorite channel and do not receive the notifications. And I would also encourage you to check the video lineup, because new videos are added every day, and I have had several people tell me that they were not receiving the live video notifications. So I thank you very much. I'm Tamu Ngina, Priestess Heart. I wish you a beautiful, amazing day. Until next time.